the Bougie Show when you hear what's cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear what's turn up, turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear what's turn up.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ. My guest in front of me is a certified hottie and known to get busy. She's a TikToker, a Twitcher, a kicker, and now adult film performer residing out of Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, the cutie pie that makes the lame guys cry, the animal lover herself, the Dangler is in the building.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope the introduction was
It was great.
Okay.
It was great.
All
There's
right.
one thing. I'm not on Kick anymore.
Oh, you're not? Okay, all right.
But everything else was great.
All right. The Dangler is joining us on the Bougie Show. How was your commute here?
It's fine.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie. I took a little nappy in the car.
Okay.
I'm known for naps.
Yeah,
That's
there's
my
nothing wrong
thing.
with a power nap.
I
Yeah,
love them.
Power nap gets you through the day.
I'm like 15 minutes.
Not
bad.
So you're good. You're good. Anyhow, thank you for joining us. First out the gate, I want to know, how does one go from being an extremely popular Twitcher to joining the adult film industry? How did that transition occur?
All my friends were doing it on Twitch, like, I guess, quote unquote, the e-girls, you call them.
Okay.
So all the girls who like did streaming but not video games. And I started getting away from video games and like Call of Duty and all that stuff. And I started doing more just chatting and like e-girly things, swimming on stream. And so it just kind of kept progressing, like, oh, then I'll open up an OnlyFans. And then from there it was like, just kept progressing from like just cute pictures to like more stuff. And
Did an agency reach out to you? For your actual first scene to occur, how did that happen? What were the steps to that?
I actually wanted to do it. I initiated that, and I have people like who I know in the industry, and that's kind of how I got in touch with that. But my first scene was Brazzers. And
you came right out into Brazzers, huh?
Yeah.
Who was the performer you performed with?
Manuel Ferreira.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your first scene was a BG.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was really good.
Were you intimidated, nervous?
I wasn't nervous at all for some reason. But one thing that did happen in the scene, so Manuel's like a shooter, if that makes sense.
Wait, tell me what you mean by shooter. Elaborate, please.
He's like a shooter. Like, it doesn't just come out, it like shoots out. So I was running like on the ground, like with my mouth open, and then he boom, pop scene, and I had my mouth open, and I went,
wow.
It
went
hit
straight in?
It hit my uvula, that little hanging thing in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
So that was my first on camera
money shot?
Yeah, me going, because
literally.
because it hit my back of my throat so hard.
So you weren't warned prior that he gets down, that it comes out like that, or?
Well, some people will say, he might have said, oh, like I shoot, that blah blah blah, but I don't know. I guess I just wasn't prepared for it. And to this day, I've never received such a hard shot. So I'm like, man, I really got it my first time.
Did you swallow it? Spit it back out?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
I think in that it's kind of fun to like play with it for the scene and stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
So I try not to swallow it.
And then after that, did you shoot with Brazzers again, or did you go to a different product? Okay.
Yeah. I've done Brazzers, Vixen, like all the companies under not all, but like almost. And then I did a VR company.
So how many scenes you have under your belt now?
I don't know. I have probably like 11 or so, but not all of them are out at all.
And you got active last year, right? You started, right?
Yeah, this like half a year, like really going at it.
What have you enjoyed about the transition into the adult film industry, the adult entertainment world, period, the most?
It's so much less work than it's still a lot of work.
Right.
But it's so much less work than being a streamer. It's so much more, or at least at this point in my life, I feel that way. Maybe not everybody would feel that way.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I just, I'm not sitting there answering the same repetitive questions for 8-10 hours a day, and so now it's just easier to do. I like it.
I saw that you and Angela White put in work last year. Did she keep it a buck with you about the industry and how to play your cards that you're dealt?
Oh yeah, she's the best. She's like one of my favorite people in the industry. She taught me coochie health.
Vagina maintenance? Yes, we'll talk about that later.
She taught me vagina maintenance because there's a lot of stuff people don't know.
Coochie health. I haven't used that word in a while. Coochie. All right, go ahead.
And she also she teaches me a lot of things. Like she's so nice. She's such a better person than I am.
I'll applaud that.
I message her, I'll talk to her and I'll be like, this person ghosted me, and I'll be annoyed about it, and she'll be like, well, in her little Australian accent, well, maybe they got busy, she's
one of those. Okay, always
so
looking at
sweet.
something the optimistic. Okay.
Yeah, so she's just, I don't know. Whenever I hang out with her, I see her, she makes me want to be a better
better human being.
Yeah, so I really like her. Yeah.
All right, you what has changed most since you were supposed to join us last September? What has changed the most about your life on and off camera?
Ooh, I probably got more dogs.
Dogs, okay, yes, I do.
I always get a dog, so that usually by the time I see somebody or talk to them next time, I have another dog.
Isn't that like a taking care of a child almost?
Oh, with how many I have,
yes.
Yeah, I have 7, so it's
so how do you find the time?
I have a manager,
okay.
And so he helps me, and then I also have a roommate who lives in an ADU, and he will watch the dogs if I go out of town.
How much money do you spend on food monthly?
I don't know, a lot.
Wow.
I'm spending at least $1,000 on them minimum a month.
Do you have a variety of different type of dogs, or is it?
Yeah,
okay.
They're all different, except for two of them are both English Bull Terriers, like the Target dog, but just different kinds of English Bull Terriers.
There's a couple guys out there named Dredd and Isaiah Maxwell that Angela White has performed with. Has she attempted to put that battery in your backpack to go that route?
She doesn't. We don't talk that much,
okay.
For her to tell me any of that stuff, but I'm staying away from Dredd.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Not to be mean to Dredd.
They say he's one of the nicest guys, but I get it.
I gotta keep my parts intact.
Of him. No, I get it.
And I've already injured myself on other people. Oh my God! Wow. Look at how big my fly is open. Jesus.
Well, that's not showing on camera, so you're okay. It's only a headshot, but go ahead.
I stuck my finger there. I was like, woo! What's it called? Yeah, I don't know. He's probably great. I just.
Right, so you want to keep it intact, right?
Protect the parts for now.
The lady we had in here prior to you, she spoke about working with him. He was, because she got brought in by Jules Jordan, and she was saying that she says, when you're dealing with somebody the size of Dredd, personality matters. So I asked her about that, and she said that, well, the personality matters because if they're not able to make you calm and relax your body as they're trying to insert that log into you, it won't work, and it'll be more difficult. So you have to, she was saying, working with him, you have to literally let your body go. And just feel free. You can't be tight about nothing.
That makes sense.
And
but
then, you're still not doing it.
But to me, I don't really care how good your personality is. If it's that big, it still doesn't make your pee-pee smaller.
That's 100. That's 100.
Yeah.
So have you worked with the J-Max of the world? And those guys? Yeah. Okay.
I've worked with some people that they say are, could be as big as Dredd or whatever. But, yeah, honestly, to me, it's kind of even not about the size sometimes. It's just about how hard people get. That's when it comes down to, pain a lot of the time.
How hard they pound?
No, how hard they
get. How hard the penis gets. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
When it's a softer erection opposed to a hard erection.
Or people who just have more meat on their junk.
Do you notice a difference with the penis injections opposed to, a Viagra pill, when they're...
Well, the men, I don't think really like to tell what they're doing. I've actually only seen one guy do an injection. I've seen people inject.
Did you participate in did you experience the injection after it was done? Was it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, so how was that? Was it extremely harder than the average?
I don't, not that I remember, nothing stuck out, so, but I don't know. It's just the harder it is, the more it hurts.
I see that you follow Jason Love. Would you let him wreck it out?
Yeah, we actually did a scene
together.
You
did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't watch adult films no more. Those days are over. But on Twitter when I'm preparing for your interview, I didn't see that though. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
It was good.
Okay.
He's nice. I guess he doesn't really shoot that many
Yeah.
OF scenes, so
Okay.
that's cool that I got one with him. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
He was cool.
You deal with everybody else.
It scares me, man, to hear.
I feel
like,
you. Well,
that-
I hear you. I hear you.
yeah. You feel me?
Had to clean that up. Dan Dangler joining us on the Bougie Show. What did your friends and family have to say about your transition into the adult film industry?
All my friends were all cool. You know, it's 2024. People don't care
different
anymore. But my family was like, nope, peace out.
Disowned you?
Yeah.
What about cousins and stuff like that?
All my cousins will still message me.
Okay.
Even my aunts and stuff. They'll message me, and it's kind of funny. Like some of my parents' friends will message me and like apologize for them for like their closed mindset of not like, you know, it's one thing to disagree with what I do, but it's a whole other thing to stop
totally
being
being
a parent.
right,
So,
right.
you know, that's like I have other people.
And one of the things that a lot of performers, because we got over 100 on this show now, and they always say it's always a third party that goes and informs the immediate family members that this person is doing that, which I think they step out of pocket when they do that. Is that what happened with you?
No,
Or did you bring it to them yourself?
my mom stalked my life.
Okay. So you couldn't get around it either way.
I was one of those people. I posted a picture in a V-neck like at 16, and she'd, you know, freak out on me for doing that. So she's always been a helicopter. So
Okay. All right. Your most embarrassing moment on set. Shout out to Brian Cook for asking. He asked me to ask you that. So.
well, can I not say on set? Just what about having sex in
yes,
general?
absolutely.
So I was dating this one guy, and he was a virgin.
Wow.
Besides
you took somebody's
me,
virginity. Okay.
Yeah,
wait.
well,
This
when
is
I
a
was
long time.
younger,
Okay.
yeah.
Got you.
And he was a virgin, and we were having sex, and he had me in doggy, and every time that he thrusted, like went boom, 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 he was farting too every time.
It is time to stop
he
the
literally
fuckery.
he would go.
So that would just make you not moist anymore?
Well,
Or
yeah, that only happened once, and it like totally just. I was like, I was younger, and
Did you give him a rerun?
no, we were
no-
done after that.
no redemption.
It'd be one thing if we were together for a while, or
Right.
I was like young, and this was his like losing his virginity. It was a whole thing. So
Have you taken any more virginities after that?
they only took like 2 virginities, I believe.
Any as an adult? Did you take any?
No, not that I know. Nobody said anything, so I don't think so.
Would you have been able to tell?
Yeah, I think so. Well, you can tell by how people are scared. Like people get shaky and stuff. You can tell.
Are you a savage?
Yeah.
You can be.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm just like brutally honest. That's my problem. I just speak whatever's on my mind.
You were supposed to come last September, and I'm bringing that up because there was a tweet, and I kept it that I wanted to
Oh,
ask you
God,
about.
what
Right?
did I
it was
do this
January
time?
14, 2023, and I wanted to ask you about that. The quote: "The Dan Dangler went from playing COD to full-on porn star in 2 months because she got banned on Twitch." Your response to that?
Oh, I didn't get banned on Twitch.
Well, that's what you responded to it, but I saw you said something to it, and this is last year, January.
Okay.
But
yeah. I don't know.
have people accepted the transition from the popular Twitcher to adult films?
No. Well, people didn't like me anyway because I was a woman in Call of Duty. Like,
Were you good?
yeah, I was the first captain for the World Series for as a female.
Okay.
The first. There was 4 of us, and I was good, but people didn't like that. You know, I was a woman who was getting opportunities that were taking away from the other men who were better than me. You know, like. Stuff like
So
that.
you used to wear like revealing stuff that would make people like, was there a clickbait thing going on along with you being
Yeah,
good
I was
with the
always
controller?
kind of like
Okay.
try to be really girly and stuff like
that's
that.
smart.
So they see in me like this, I'll say preppy girl, and you know like whatever
Right.
clothing, and then I'm getting these opportunities, so it would make them mad. So I got opportunities that pissed them off. I'm in porn that pisses them off. So
How did you get good on the controller? Was it just a
I always
repetition?
played my
Okay,
whole life. My parents kind of I was a TV kid. Like
How
my
you-
parents just kind of like plop and they did
Oh,
their
okay,
thing.
and then go about their business. Yeah, it's one of those. How did you manage? You're still doing all these things except for kick, right? What you said.
Yeah.
So how are you managing all that throughout the day, or do you have a team assisting you in putting it all together?
I do mostly everything. I have a manager who helps me with stuff, but yeah, no, like with Twitch and stuff, I just get on for like 2 hours at a time now. I don't really do a whole big thing. I try and do 3 times a week if I can, so it's not like super, overwhelming.
How many days out of the week are you working now?
Well, I work every day, but like,
As far as on like shooting,
yeah, well,
you shoot every day?
shooting. No, I shoot like 3 times a week,
and how many times in
Maybe.
that day?
just once a day.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
won't shoot multiple times.
I asked you about that because Haley Davis was here yesterday, and she talked about how she's been going 2 to 3 a day, and how going hard, and how and that's why. And I know you guys have done stuff together, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
but
you don't desire you don't want that kind of work
that's
ethic.
not for me. No, here's the thing. Like I want to keep going, and I don't want to get burned out.
Uh-huh.
And I am the type of person who can get burned out if I'm just
Going too much. Doing
yeah,
too much.
and I know that about myself.
Oh, and that's good that you
So
acknowledge that.
I just try and do I try and work every single day, but I try and keep the collabs to like 3 times a week because I can't release that many collabs a week anyway on my OnlyFans. Like people aren't gonna. There's no point to releasing a new scene every day.
Who's on your hit list right now to get? Who do you want to knock down? Performers, male and female.
I don't know.
You don't know?
There's definitely some girls out there who I'm like, I would never say anything to, but like, I want to be like, I wish people like you knew what people thought about you.
Oh wow, okay. Is that in a
like-
good way, a flattering way,
No,
or the
like,
exact opposite?
I wish I could be like, I wish you knew that people said this about you so you could change it, but I don't say anything.
Have you dealt with a
anyway.
lot of egos since you've joined
Oh
the
yeah,
industry?
people think that they're famous, this, that, and it's like.
Well, they are famous in their world, but I get what you're. Well, it's not even a matter of famous. It's just why you're on your high horse. Connie Perrion was here, and
I love her.
and she talked about. I asked her about that, about egos, and she spoke about a female, and she said because of all the traveling she does, she made her it changed her mindset on how small the world is, but how big the world is, and how some people can be living on the other side of the world, and they don't give a damn about who you are, don't know who you are in their own world.
Yeah.
So, I think it was great perspective on how she gave on how we should all view ourselves, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So, D. Dan Dangler joining us on the Bougie Show. What sexual acts won't you participate in?
I mean, I guess just don't poop on me, right? Like,
Oh, no scatting. Yeah, we'll applaud that. What about urinating? Are you doing that?
I don't do
Okay.
it, but if that's like what somebody wanted, like I'd be like, sure, like in the shower, like I'm pretty open to anything. I guess I'm just don't really want to do butt stuff on pro cam right now
Right.
because I just don't want to be known as like the pooping girl in
Yeah,
the
no,
industry.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Like having a mistake on set scene and then I don't want that rumor being spread around.
What about like facial abuse and stuff like that? You participate in that? Because I've a lot of the performers lately that have reflected on their career that we've had on the platform, they all say that's the one scene they regret. Have you participated in that?
They were one scene they
Yeah,
regret.
they regret was facial abuse, and they said they were misled. As a matter of fact, it was Gia Page who had over a decade run, and she stated to me that was the scene she regretted and how she was misled by her agent, and not being fully the description of the job not being fully presented to her. Kind of misled because she was young and they kind of got one over on her. That's why I was asking you: did you experience the facial abuse scenes?
I don't know, not really. There's been who was it? Oh, Damon Dias.
Okay.
He does this thing where he puts his foot on girls' faces.
Oh, foot on the face or the neck? The face.
The face
Okay.
when he's banging them.
Oh, okay.
And
You're not with that?
I told him, I go, you better not do that to me.
We'll applaud that.
I'm like, you better not do
Oh,
that
you get
to
that.
me.
You get that understanding before you even hit record. Right? I got
Yeah,
you.
I was
got
like,
you.
no way. I am not a feet person. So, yeah.
Have any of your peers advised you not to perform with certain people?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Do you pay attention to when you say you're going to do a collaboration, especially with what's going on now with this guy just getting exposed for the fake tests and all that? Do you do your due diligence and pay attention to how a performer performs with their penis before working with them?
Yeah.
You pay attention, like for instance, a lady said to me, I pay attention to how they use their back, or if they're using more hips, and like really, she really broke it down. Do you look at what do you look for when you're paying attention to how a performer gets down?
Well, for me, it's like I want them to be a pro performer. So I want them to be somebody like who's on like a Brazzer set, a Vixen set, and stuff like that first. I usually like to do a BGG, like.
I have another.
So like I can, like be with a girl and a guy at the same time, and usually it's a girl who suggests the guy. Like I don't find my own random guys on the internet.
So it's
like,
recommendations and reliable.
Yeah,
people.
you have to have some sort of like a resume behind you without showing it. You have to be like, I work for Brazzers. I have this reputable reputation, I guess if you could say. And so that's kind of how I choose people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then I try and stick with the same, like, I don't know, 5-10 guys the most.
Keep them in rotation.
Yeah.
You don't just bring in anybody like that. What do you think of men that subscribe to you? What do you think that the men that subscribe to your content on OnlyFans or et cetera, whatever it is, enjoy most about your product, your services?
I think they just enjoy the sex.
Oh, okay. So what about the requests? Do they ask you for crazy stuff?
Oh, okay. What do they request? I wish I had weird requests. Like when I first started out and I wasn't doing that much, I had hella weird requests. Like the weirdest of shit. Now it's just regular requests these days. Like I don't get any foot requests anymore. I'm like, where did all my weird kinky people go? Like I want to be able to take a picture of my feet and just send it off rather than now I gotta like twerk and strip tease and then go in a POV position for this person.
Right.
Go upside down, I'm like, ugh.
You ever got requested to put the pickle? What was it? Pickle? What did Mia Milano? She asked for
no pickles.
No pickle in the vagina. Okay.
But I did have a guy in the beginning who really, really wanted. So there was one guy who wanted hairy arms. I didn't have hairy arms, so I had to put mascara on. He told me to put mascara on my hair, on my arms, to make them look like they were hairy. And then another guy, he wanted me to pie myself with like 5 pies specifically.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
And it was in the shower. I had to do like one on the side of my face, one on the other side, one on the top of my head, and like on my boobs or something.
How much you charge him?
This was like
charging per pie?
400, 300 bucks. And eventually I was just like, I would take a shower and I'd get out and I would smell.
What did they have? Did it have to be like a cherry pie, apple pie? Did they request for it like
it was
that?
whipped cream pie.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But I would smell like milk, like old milk, because like it would just get stuck in my extensions. And I had to tell the guy, I'm done. Like, unless you want me to put it on my like body, then
No, I was telling him to turn the air on. I was getting a little more.
Okay. I was like, I thought you were saying come in. I was like, who's behind me?
No, I was asking, could you turn the air on?
I'm saying that because Brazzers, they surprised me with a fake, who is it?
A pop-up man?
A fake celebrity.
Okay.
They brought in a fake celebrity.
Like a lookalike?
Yeah.
And what was it for, though?
Who was the celebrity? They brought in Tom Cruise. A fake Tom Cruise. To fuck with me and another girl.
And you didn't know?
No, I don't know really what Tom Cruise looks like. I don't like.
You don't know what Tom Cruise looks like?
Is that weird?
You're fried.
I don't listen.
Sorry.
I don't like watch his genre of movies.
But you still gotta know him. He's a worldwide actor. Like you still gotta at least see him. You never watched Mission Impossible?
No, actually.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, now it explains. That makes sense. Now everything makes sense. Okay, now I get it.
I'm like scared.
There's Tom.
Yeah. Well,
you never seen that man before?
They brought in a fake
So when he came
one.
in, you was just like, who the hell is that, huh?
Oh, well, I was like, hi, because I knew there was a celebrity.
Right.
And then I would talk to him for a while and pretend like I knew who he was. Then he left the room. And I was like, who's that? And they were like, it's Tom Cruise. And I was like, no, it's fucking not. Like, no way. because it was some like younger guy in a wig, and oh my god. But, so I thought you were doing that.
Oh, no.
Short.
Sorry,
I
we
was
got
like, oh,
more
shit.
important things to do. I need to be focused on interviewing you, not Tom Cruise. Do you work out every day? How you keep everything intact?
Yeah, I work out every day.
What's your favorite exercise?
I hike every day usually.
Oh, yeah. Here you can do that.
With my dogs and stuff. That's
so
my
you-
favorite thing to do.
Just being active.
Yeah.
Keeps you. Do you have to monitor what you eat and stuff like that?
I'm supposed to,
But
but,
you don't.
yeah.
You smoke?
Weed, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't smoke anything else.
Oh, no. So usually when I ask that question, I'm referring to marijuana. Yeah, okay, gotcha. You drink?
Not really.
Occasionally? Social?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But ask me, 4 months from now, maybe.
Okay. Is it true that you've never been on a date?
Yeah.
Don't even know how that feels.
Well, I've been like out to eat with like boyfriends and stuff, but I've never like been on a real date where you like meet somebody for the first time.
Oh, okay. So
Like-
not like a Tinder or Bumble meetup and then you're going to
I've
like
ne-
an
yeah,
introduction type of.
I've never been on a date like show up at this time or a guy picks
Right,
you
right,
up
right.
and gives you flowers
Tries
and
to-
takes
yeah,
you,
Why is that? Because I'm sure you could have you could have obtained that. Why haven't you?
I think I've always just been a relationship girly for like so long, for the like first beginning of my life, that I just, we were so comfortable that we
So you
just,
never really dated then.
yeah, I never really like had
Do you
that.
do you still would you like to experience that?
Yeah, I think that would be nice. Maybe not right now.
Not right now, clearly.
I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
you're
focus
trying to
on
get
my
your shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe one day.
I read that you like loyal guys. What makes a guy loyal?
Ooh. Well, I don't like guys who are in the industry. So like no.
You've never dated another performer?
No.
Okay.
No way. Never. I'm not going to.
Yeah, most of them
Sorry.
say it doesn't work out.
Sorry. There's guys who I love in the industry, but
But you're not dating them.
never. I want an old-fashioned relationship. I know it wouldn't be because of my job,
Right,
but
right.
I want that just he's loyal, he does his thing. I don't have to worry about him cheating.
Oh, so that's what makes a guy loyal? Just
Yeah.
faithful? Nothing else?
And respect. Honestly, it comes down to respect. That's my biggest thing.
You've dealt with guys that don't have respect or don't show
Oh
respect.
yeah. I had my fix you phase. Like I'm a fix you phase, but
You try to fix a man when you see that they're broken?
not anymore. I'm like, bitch, you broken. That's your problem. Stay away from me.
You ain't got time to waste.
No.
No fuckery around here.
No.
It is time to
Like
stop
I
the
needed somebody
fuckery.
put together.
Yeah, you ain't got time to be building you up, huh?
Yeah.
What's a regular guy? I read that you also like that.
I love regular guys. Those are just like, they're construction workers, 9 to
9 to
5ers. Yeah. Or factory workers. Like I come from Michigan where everything is
yes, yes,
factory.
clearly factory, yeah.
Farmers, like lumberjacks.
So you don't deal with
Ooh.
entertainers then? People that in the
Hell
entertainment
no.
world. Okay.
If you are like known in any way, like shit's already about like me too much. Like I don't want to focus on any more
Yeah,
industry
yeah.
like
I feel you.
or
I feel you.
entertainment shit.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want it to be regular life when I'm done with.
Yeah. Let me go do my thing and come back. Just let everything be simplistic. I get it. No, I would want the regular square girl.
Yeah, it's
not
just.
I don't want no Instagram model. I mean, it's good. Well, the
Why
thing
do
is,
I not believe you?
well,
on that?
well, no, I want the Instagram models. I like the Instagram model, but I'm just saying, as far as like for me, when I deal with a woman, I like a woman that if either you co-sign me or you assist in what we got going on and you help finish the job, or you help upgrade me. So I like a woman that can go in the room and know how to work the room just like I'm working it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's that. But some women you have to teach that, or you got some women I don't even want to bring around that because that's just not their world.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. D. Dan Dangler joining us on the Bougie Show. The weirdest thing a man has done to you?
Oh. Weirdest thing he's done. Oh, I had a guy come from California to come live with me. He drove his car for 5 days to come live with me.
You knew him prior, I'm assuming.
No, I knew he was stalking me before.
Oh,
That
wait,
was
you
the
didn't tell
weirdest
him to
thing.
come in?
No.
So how's he going to come live with you without you inviting him to come live with you? I'm just trying to understand.
That's exactly
Oh, so he
my
just drove
question.
over there and said, I'm coming to live with you?
He thought I invited him like
It is time to
fucking.
stop the
He was
fuckery.
not there mentally. I don't know.
Clearly.
And I was at this animal sanctuary that I used to volunteer at, and I told the stream that we were gonna be there that day. And I was like, we're going to be on stream. We're going to be at the shelter at, I don't know, Saturday or whatever. And like he took that as an invite and came all the way. He got a job at an ice cream parlor for like 2 weeks so he could have enough money to come and try and live with me.
What year was this?
This was like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. He's a grown-ass man?
Grown-ass man.
So clearly he had mental problems. How'd you shake him?
Well, I called the cops.
Did he pull up? Wait, did you actually see him? Did he pull up on you?
Yeah,
How'd
he
he
was
get your
at. So he was at the animal sanctuary.
That's it. But he didn't get to the house though.
No, but I was driving home and
Jeez.
I was like 30 minutes like away from the animal sanctuary, close to home, and then I saw some guy was like following me. He was following me all the way from the animal sanctuary, and so. In the Midwest, you don't play that shit.
Right.
So I pulled my car over and I got out and like I pulled my car over and he pulls his car over too, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, why are you following me? Like, what's up?" And then he got out of his car and that's when I figured out, like, long story short, that he was my stalker. And I was
You weren't scared?
Fuck no. I was like, I got you now, bitch. I was like, I got you. Finally, you've been weird to me. I can call the police right now. Like,
Would he send you money? Was you like one of those subscriber guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
he didn't even send me money. At least send me
send us
money if
money
I got
if
to
you
deal with your crazy ass.
That's 100. We'll applaud that.
Yeah. Fucking no. He had no money and he just stalked my life. It was
Well,
weird.
what about the horniest thing a man has done to you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
The horniest thing a guy has done to me. Just fucked me.
No, but I mean, I can't stop the fuck. I'm talking. All right, let me give you a better.
Yeah, give me an example.
God, there's a few. Wow.
Oh,
Like the moment, like where you like, God, this guy is really like.
yesterday I had a really horny moment.
Okay.
Yeah. So I worked with Zach Wild.
Okay, Zach, yeah, no, he is.
And he came 3 times.
Okay.
In
Wait, 3 different sessions?
in one scene.
Wait, back to back money shots? How is that possible?
He did a money shot in the first like 3 minutes, and then he did a money shot within like the next like 10, and then he did one at like 15.
That's more. Is that a skill? I don't know if that's a horny thing. That's more of a skill. I never heard of no shit
That's
like
pretty
that.
horny, I
No, I'm
think.
just
to be able
saying.
to,
But
like,
how did you? But it takes time to come back and do it again. How the hell do you go back?
not
to
for
back?
him. I've never seen anything like it before. I was like,
Did he tell you he's done it before?
well, he said he might because he did the other day. Like it happened to, he did it twice the other day or something like
And this
that.
is the first time you performed with him?
No, we did on like a Brazzers set, but
But he didn't.
he said it. He
triple
never
double, right?
He said he never like in the first whatever.
What'd you
he's
do to
never.
him?
I don't know. He said my coochie was
Oh,
wild.
snappy nappy duck. I will applaud that. He was gripping that thing up, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can go to. I'm going to touch on vagina maintenance shortly. Well, actually, let's go there now. How do you make sure the kitty cat gets its primary care? How do you
Okay.
keep it firm? Because, like you said, you're not working with Dredd, so you're mindful of keeping the grip. But
Well-
listen, when you push a kid out, Dredd ain't as big as a child's head.
Well, hopefully I don't.
Come back.
Hopefully I just get cut open. Just take that baby out.
Oh, you rather prefer a C-section than push it out the womb?
Fuck yeah, I don't
Then
want.
you're gonna mess up your tummy.
No, these days these girls
That's
have
true. Okay,
amazing.
yeah, you're
they
right.
have amazing doctors
Yeah,
these
yeah, you're
days,
right.
and plus then I don't have to worry about my coochie.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm terrified of is the rip
Ripping.
from the hole
Yeah.
to the other
Yeah,
hole.
yeah. That's something I don't have to worry about. but-
Imagine if you did. That's wild.
What do you mean if I did? Why would I?
If you had to worry about that as a man, like
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
All right. What does your? Well, I wanted to ask you, if you could take back one thing from your adult career so far, what would that be?
I'm not really a regrets person.
Okay.
But
I learned if you learn one thing from your adult career, not to do that again, what would that be?
I guess The biggest thing is probably to tell people your no's and stuff ahead of time. Because sometimes there'll be things happening in scenes and I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot to tell them I don't like that, but we're already here, and it's like a.
So you don't have almost like a scripted, like a template, like would you just submit to your agency or to companies? Hey, so it's like standard. This is
they know. The companies know what my no's are, but like when I'm doing scenes for my OnlyFans and having to tell like those guys,
right,
stuff like that, but. Coochie maintenance.
We
gotta get back to this. Is very important.
Okay.
This is very important.
All right, yes, it is.
You have to take a probiotic every day.
What do they call it?
There's all sorts.
Okay,
of them.
all right.
A coochie probiotic. You can douche with tea tree oil.
Okay.
Water and tea tree oil.
All right.
Douche before and after a scene, and pop a boric acid in there.
When you're not working, do you let it breathe?
No, I still do the probiotic and stuff like that, but I don't really douche or nothing.
Like, do you sleep with like a big blouse so like you don't wear panties and stuff?
Oh yeah, I never wear underwear. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
I only wear underwear with like jeans and stuff. It's uncomfortable.
But other than that, especially, I'm saying like when you go to sleep at night, so you just air it out.
Gotta let it breathe.
Yeah. If you could change one thing about the adult film industry, what would that be?
Oh, I would change how people receive like the adult industry. Like I feel like we can't really do a lot of things. Like,
well, that's mainstream society. I'm talking about the industry itself.
I don't know. I like it so much.
Yeah.
The thing I would change, maybe how long it takes to shoot a scene. Sometimes, like with certain companies, it could take like 10 hours to shoot a scene.
I've been told, yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is only going to last like it's going to be a 40-minute scene, and then, people are only going to use 5 minutes of it. So I just don't get why it takes so long. So maybe that.
I saw you on the cover of FHM magazine. How was that experience? We'll applaud you,
that was fun.
goddammit.
Yeah, that was so fun. I did a shoot with a photographer who was really nice, and they put me on the cover, and it was awesome.
Do you switch up photographers often, or you keep the main ones in your rotation?
I usually keep the main one. I have a photographer named Frank, and he's really cheap, and he comes. He's my friend too. So
does he take pictures of you naked?
Yeah, he will if I ask him to.
I saw a performer, and that's when I had to really, really understand it's a job. It was a male performer, and he's hard on erection. This guy, he's in the tub, and the guys, they're just taking the picture. I was just like, okay.
Oh yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Well, wait to hear about cum shots. When the guy is doing a cum shot, and it's from point of view,
right?
Like the other photographer, imagine this is the guy,
right?
The photographer has to come around and hug the guy and go like this with the camera, as you know.
I don't know, but I can visualize.
Oh, or like sometimes if a guy gets soft, the camera guy has to cut it, and then there's just like 5 people standing in a room while the guy jerks off trying to get hard.
Do you help? Do you help when the camera's not rolling?
No. Is the guy paying me to help? Fuck that. I'm not into industry guys, so like
But I'm just saying, just to make the day.
Nope.
The scene. Nope.
Nope.
I've had another performer say that. She said, if the camera's not on, I'm not touching you. And they took away fluffers, right? They took it away.
We were just talking about this today, me and my friends.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's really a mindset game too. Like having the right mindset.
It's hard to be a man in
it is very hard.
In a room full of men.
That is very hard, and being told to pop when you're supposed to pop, like that's hard too, and not pop when you know.
Oh yeah. Do you recognize when a guy's trying to hold back?
They'll still pull out, and then they'll like
calm down,
kiss you and stuff. Like you're like, okay, all right, you're not Mr. Romantic.
But you want them to get it done though.
Yeah,
I don't need you to kiss me. Get her. Get this shit over with.
I'm a pleaser though, so I'm almost I'm like use me, but not like use me. I'm not like full. What is it like for use? People do. I'm not full for that, but I'm kind of like you get what you want accomplished, and I'm good. Okay. But in real porn, I perform.
But in order to be a true performer, don't you have to be into pleasing though? I would think.
Yep. But I think
at least especially for the woman.
I think a lot of people are into getting pleased too. I'm more of like I would rather just please somebody than get pleased.
let's talk about some of your tweets. February 20th, you tweeted, quote,
why?
"Oh my God, you make porn, exclamation mark. You have no morals, you're dirty. Goes and fucks random bar chicks without tests while also jerking it nightly to videos my friends have made." Elaborate, please, because that was a lot.
I just think it's funny that so many people are like, "Oh, you're so cute," but then I found out you do porn. Or you're great, but you do porn. You can't get this job, like this, whatever, this photography gig, this blah blah blah. So I guess that just kind of like pisses me off because I know damn well that they're going home and they're watching porn, they're consuming it. So it's like, how do you? It's like being like, I hate the person who makes Gatorade, but I love drinking Gatorade. It makes no sense.
And we get a lot of that now. And our main goal was to obtain mainstream society, even though they frowned upon the industry. But to get the fact that they're still intrigued with what made you decide to do it and who you are. And then when they find out you guys actually have sense, you can articulate yourself. And some of you guys actually even have college degrees. Like I was talking with Connie earlier today. She comes from marketing in the whole corporate world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of us have degrees.
Yes,
I got 2 degrees.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have 2 degrees. And I know Alexis Fox. She's like a really smart chick.
Yeah.
I don't know. She might even... I don't know if she has her PhD, but she's got something like fancy. She's super smart.
Yeah, no, I mean, but the fact that they're frowning upon it, they're talking shit, but and my response to them is always, well, last time I checked, the most viewed entertainment in the world is adult entertainment. So, the same people talking that trash, you're still intrigued. Why are you on here leaving comments? Why, you know what I'm saying?
And then they just think like everybody's dirty, and they just put that whole.
Well, there is some dirtiness in this industry, and it's getting better because from what I've heard in the stories and what I see, I just love the fact that the performers are now checking the POSs, the piece of what.
Yeah.
And I think the women have to stand up for themselves, and I'm just now learning more about the dark side and the women feeling comfortable enough to come and talk about everything, so it's just now you kind of want to find it how I found it, leave it better than how I found it in a better space. So that's one of the goals. We haven't gotten into that yet, but I'm not going to touch it yet. Let's keep staying into your tweets because that's another side.
Oh God.
Let's tap into some of your other tweets. July 30th, you tweeted, quote, "I wish people watch romantic porn. I'd love to make some more sensual body worshiping content rather than just get destroyed every scene. Cap or real talk?" Why are you laughing? Stop the fuckery.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Well, I just think like a cute romantic scene, like something like pretty and kissing and just moaning.
80s, 90s.
Yeah,
type,
like
right?
not like let me
ram you out, Jackrabbit.
Yeah, let me do all that stuff. It's like sometimes like without the dirty talk and just it looks like love.
Yeah.
I would love to make something like that, but.
Are you familiar with Valeria Mars? Valeria
No, I'm
Mars.
not.
Okay, so she works for Sky Blue Life. I don't know if you noticed what they have. They have like this whole vintage 90s type of photography, and it's girl on girl stuff. But what she was talking about that yesterday about softcore porn and all, I think there needs a balance because right now it's just hard.
Yeah.
Why aren't you guys bringing it? Because it's y'all industry. Y'all the ones who make this go, right? So why aren't you bringing it up to the directors or creating your own stuff and part, start the wave?
It's not in people
demand.
don't want. Yeah, it's not in demand. It's like I could make solos the rest of my career, but that's not what people want.
They want to see you.
Yeah.
You know
So
what they
I
wanna
mean,
see.
I could do that, and it might head off. I might do good on my OnlyFans like one time.
Right.
But that's it. If I keep doing it,
You can still do
interested.
hardcore, but passionate.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I've done a scene like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Who'd you
really
do it with?
Isaiah Maxwell.
Oh, the male performer of the year. He was here last night.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. He was here. He's the second time. We speaking of Isaiah Maxwell. Have you ever seen a guy use a pump in front of you? Penis pump?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, if they do need one, and just holler at Bathmate and add a little bit of water. they specialize in penis pumps, so that was the perfect time to plug it. We collaborated for this event, so I just wanted to bring that up, and we also got some merch over there for you. But anyhow,
You had Haley in there yesterday, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Jules Blue.
You had a bunch of people here yesterday.
We still got some more coming later, so
You should have had a little party.
we got work to do.
Yeah.
We flying in from Florida. We come to work.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's go back to July 27th. Your tweets are amazing.
They're so bad.
I'm going to suck your balls with my nose in your butthole. I see the tweeting nasty stuff comes easily to you. Applaud her, goddammit. Random thought when you tweeted that? That was July 27th.
What did I say?
I'm going to suck your balls with my nose in your butthole. I see that tweeting nasty stuff. This is me saying this to you. Now, your tweet was, I'm going to suck your balls with my nose in your butthole. I see that tweeting. I'm saying this to you now. I see that tweeting nasty stuff comes easily to you.
I think I just say weird shit every once in a while.
Was that a random thought?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, because I actually don't like male buttholes at all. So that's my, like,
tell me that.
I'm a big anti-buttholer.
Yeah. You lick women, though. You do women.
I like women's
but
buttholes.
Men,
I prefer not to.
They say most men don't know how to clean their butthole. That's what I've been told by performers.
I worked in the nursing home and I took care of elderly patients. So I'm like, I know what happens.
Yeah. I feel you.
Way too close.
I feel you. Not done with you yet. One more tweet. July 27th, the same day you tweeted, quote, cutting 90% of people off as of today, I only have space for positive vibes and good friends. What led to that tweet?
I think just people being negative all the time and coming out here and like trying to make friends, and people just, they don't reciprocate things back, or they pretend they're friends with you and like use you for what you have and then move on. So I think I was just kind of done. Like, that's really when I cut off like all my friends from Twitch. I don't really hang out with a lot of them anymore. But
tell me about a location where you were sexually active that you never imagined would happen.
Oh, I hate this one. A park.
The park.
A park. No, it was camping park. Park grounds, like where you park your camper and shit. And then it was the shower.
Oh, one of those the
really gross
public
ones
shower
where you have to wear the flip flops.
Was this with a regular Joe, your boyfriend, or
no? This was with a cousin's friend.
Okay. And what happened? You got nowhere to go? There was no vehicle or nothing you could use?
No, we were being sneaky because we didn't want anybody to know.
You were young?
Yeah.
Okay. You know who else? Well, you know who? I'll give you something. You know, speaking of park, you know who lost their virginity in park?
Who?
Probably a big time performer, male performer. Take a guess.
Dredd. Is it him? That's funny.
I told him, you whop your big ass penis out in the park in broad daylight. He's like, yeah. I said, was she a virgin too? He said, no. Okay. All right. I'll never forget that.
Oh,
that
my
weird.
God.
But you just made it pop up in my head. What's your go-to meal after a shoot?
Potatoes. Anything potatoes.
Carby, huh?
I love carb. I'm vegetarian, so I'm like a carbitarian because of it. So I love potatoes.
You put sour cream, butter, or how you doing it?
Anything, man. Hot sauce.
Okay.
Ketchup.
Potatoes. That's a new one.
It's the best. Name a potato that's not good. Like, you can't.
Yeah. If the Dangler could have a debate with one individual, dead or alive, who would that be and why? You could debate one person.
Debate.
Isaiah Maxwell said Kevin Samuels yesterday.
Who's that?
He passed. He was the Godfather. He was the guy that women was happy when he died because he was like tell women about themselves. You're 35 with 3 kids. Your stock is right. He was just hard, but he was actually the guy who died having sex.
Oh, okay.
With the suit on, but who else said? Somebody said Candace Owens, but she said she don't think she could hold her own against, because Candace is against, frowns upon whatever the industry. Who for you? If you could debate. And then somebody else said Donald Trump.
Oh, can I debate my parents?
No, that don't count. No. It's got to be somebody you don't know.
I'm trying to
but
think.
you can go. There's somewhere that you can go that way. If you wanted to debate your parents.
Probably one of these like male, these like Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate. That was enough. So Kevin
wait.
Samuels, Andrew Tate, but Kevin Samuels is a little more realistic. He's a little more valid. Tate is more just.
I would say, or that kid Neon from Kick. Like any of those like losers from.
Why do you want to debate them?
Because it's like I want to debate them, but it's like I know that nothing will come out of it. But because I just want to tell them like how dumb they are.
So if you could debate your parents, mother, father, both of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you want to debate them on? The decisions you've made about the industry? Okay.
About like why the industry's bad and why it's not. I would love to go into an actual debate about that.
So let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay.
If I was your father, right? And this is something I ask all performers, and I'll ask you later. But obviously, a father doesn't want his daughter to do adult films, right? You understand where I'm coming from with that, right? So I'm going to play devil's advocate. So if he says it doesn't matter, you had all this talent, you could do anything you want to do, you went that route. What are you going to say to me?
That's the way I wanted to go.
Okay, all right.
That's the route I wanted to go. They told me, get your degrees and do whatever you want.
And you did that?
I paid for my own degrees
that
they wanted me to get. I got 2 of them, and then I did what I wanted to do.
That's 100. That's 100.
Yeah.
I think you guys will come back around, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
You're not the first one to tell me that their parents disowned them, and you won't be the last. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a certain way they look at life, and,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's tap into the I've had over 100 performers on this show, and I've got to see and hear about the dark side, and with the recent deaths of suicide and drug overdose and all that, and mental health, particularly with the females. What do you do to keep your mental state where it needs to be?
By not overworking.
So you don't have a therapist?
I do.
Okay.
I actually just got a new therapist, but it's not even to deal with like the industry. It's to deal with like my family stuff and accepting them and whatnot. But yeah, no, I just think like hiking for me, like every day, working out every day is good for me. I know I don't go to parties. I kind of just lay low and, Do you notice, are you mindful of your peers, particularly females, and their mind state and observing if they're in a good spot, a good space? Yeah, I mean, most of the people are kind of like in the same boat. They're doing pretty good, or maybe they just got a little bit of anxiety here and there. But I feel like everybody's got a little bit of anxiety these days. But yeah, I think everybody's pretty much in a, good mind state for the most part. But if they're not, the industry's very nice and everybody's really resourceful.
What was your thought about the recent performer getting attacked by another performer, and also this other guy getting caught with a fake test? What's your?
Oh, the guy with the fake test, he should be sued and stuff. Hopefully he is going to be sued.
Yeah. I think you can actually get criminal charges too if you have like an STD and you don't inform somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I know a guy that went to prison actually for being HIV and not informing the person.
That's horrible. And then with the
flesh mechanic being assaulted,
Flesh.
and they just charged the dude. I think he bonded out. I think he got charged with attempted murder. Matter of fact.
Oh wow, yeah, no.
And then Connie told me what it was about.
I don't know the whole story.
Well, I heard enough, and I just was like,
I don't know the whole story.
Like
just that he was banging his.
Yeah, but the girl is a performer.
Yeah,
and they're not friends. If they were friends, I can understand. Or even if they were cool, I can understand why, man, but business is still business.
I don't know what conversation took place before all of that stuff.
That's true. That is
to
true.
make him pull up. But I'm glad he got his shit beat because you shouldn't be pulling up on anybody and hitting them with your car. That's taking it too far.
And you should respect the game. She's going to do it. The vagina doesn't belong to you. See, that's the problem with guys. You have to keep it clear. The vagina doesn't belong to you.
And even if
it's yours,
you thought it did, and then that happened, like, just say bye.
Yeah, because if you go to prison, what you think she gonna do with her box? Think she gonna hold it wait for you?
People are just
fucking idiot.
Love blind. Love blind.
Last time you got recognized in public was when?
I don't get recognized in public ever. I think this
even though you had so much success as a Twitcher. Wow.
I think this is so funny. Like, people who have way less followers than me, like, I think have less of a following in general. They'll be like, I got recognized again today. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Well, maybe because you're blonde, white woman blonde. There's a lot of, especially in the adult industry. Maybe it's
and I wear a wig too. When I take my wig off and I go out in public, I could be a different person, and honestly don't leave the house that much.
Okay,
so.
Well, that's probably what that is also. All right. End goal for the Dangler.
End goal. Oh, so I'm doing all of this so I can open up an animal sanctuary.
We'll applaud that.
Literally all of it. I have an investment account for it and stuff like that. So
that's what you're gonna do with once you retire.
Yeah. So that's my whole plan afterwards, and I wanted to get a farm.
I was gonna ask you that.
But now I kind of want to do some sort of dog rescue because it's really bad around here. But yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. All right, we're going to start name drop.
God.
That's when I state names. I'm going to state 2 from the adult film industry, and I'll state 1 well-known figure in mainstream society, and you're going to tell me the first thought that comes to your head when I
Okay.
say their name. Number one, Gianna Dior.
Podcast.
Why do you think podcast is the first thing that comes to your head?
She has a podcast.
That's the first thing that comes
and
to your
somebody
head.
told me yesterday that they were going on it.
Wow.
That's the first thing that.
Wow. Okay.
Well, because I know she's a porn star already. So.
But what do they? Because those are more of a conversation when performers are doing it. Because you're not interviewing.
Yeah.
To me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay. Riley Reid.
Successful.
Yes, extremely. Goddamn it. Extremely. Last but not least, Mike Jones.
800. I grew up on Mike Jones.
Oh my God! What the hell do you know about Mike Jones? That was so funny when I saw that you follow him. I was like, wow.
Wait, you saw that follow?
That's why maybe he's
I've
bringing
actually
use his name.
messaged him. I think he might have messaged me back before.
Wow.
But oh my God, I grew up on all the like old school, not old school
Right.
rap, but
Yeah.
old school for me,
Yeah,
like
and your
my
time- right,
whatever.
your era.
And it's,
That is hilarious.
my brother was 13 years older than me, and I didn't have access to like CDs and
Right,
stuff
right.
like that. So I would just take my brother, who's
Oh,
13
so you were
years
just
older than
soaking
me.
it up.
So I'm in like fourth grade, like
81004.
this is how we do. You know, I'm like, and I'm like rapping all this shit. I'm in, you know, reading class, and like my shit's bumping through my big headphones, and I don't know. I just really got a lot of my culture from
music.
from my brother.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
my
yeah.
brother being older than me and me listening to the
You
things
got
that he was
to
listening to.
soak up some game, huh?
Yeah.
You still talk with your brother?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
None of them talk to me. Porn.
I hope they see this interview. I hope.
Maybe.
Just know where your mindset is right now and stuff like that. All right, we're going to start Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth is when I state things. If what I state is true, you say true. If it's not, you say false, and you can elaborate to me why it's false. And if it's something you choose not to answer, you can say pass.
Gotcha.
You should never want a man to kiss you right after he skeets off in your mouth.
False.
Okay. So I've been asking performers that, and some women get upset because there was our last event in Miami in January. I asked a young lady, she's new to the industry, and she's like, she gets mad when a performer, whoever, money shots in her mouth and then doesn't want to kiss her right after. So I was like, I could kind of understand that, right? So she was like, why not? I'll swallow it. And she was like, even if I swallow it, they don't want to kiss me right after. Have you experienced that?
Probably.
But do you want to be kissed? I don't know. I'm just.
I don't care.
So this is false then.
I'm not a big kisser in
Okay.
general, so I probably wouldn't go for the kiss. But I mean, I think that you shouldn't be afraid of to tell people that you have never tasted your own finale stuff. It's just a lie. It's just a straight up lie.
For a man?
Everybody has
How does a
tasted
man
their own
taste his
stuff.
own? How does a man taste his own?
That's what somebody
No,
says.
explain to me.
who-
You have to tell
who
me because I don't know.
definitely has
No, I
before.
don't know. I'm trying to figure out how it happens.
It's on your hand. It's a towel. Get a spoon.
Even when you're
I don't
jacking
know.
off, you get a towel and you wipe yourself off and you go wash your hands. I don't understand how it gets to your
There's
mouth.
two things men like to lie about: that they've never tasted their self, and that they've never seen their own asshole. And both things are a lie.
How you see your own booty hole?
There we go. Liar.
How? They explain this to me.
You never heard of a mirror? You never heard
But
of a
why would
cell
I bend
phone?
over and want to see my butthole?
You better know.
Why?
What
I'm
if
from
you
the old
had
school.
asshole
No,
cancer
no.
and you
That's
didn't
why you go
even
to the
know?
doctor and you get checkups.
Well, you could just bend over and look.
How am I gonna? You think I'm a 6'2" man? You think I'm gonna bend over and in front of a
There's
mirror to
camera
want to see my
underneath-
booty hole?
On camera.
Why would I care to do that?
Because it's your own body
But
part.
why would I care to do that?
Because you want to know everything on your body.
I would check my testicles any day before I want to check my butthole.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's in
You could
front of
just,
me.
Yeah, lift your
I'm
legs
not
up a
trying to
little
spread
bit.
my ass cheek and look. I don't even want to do colonoscopy. You know what I'm saying? I'm 42 now, and I'm not
fine.
even trying to go let them pin my booty. And I know I got to do that to avoid cancer.
Girls got to do it every year.
But the mind state is different for the woman than the man. You know that.
Yeah, men are pussies
Yes,
when
you
it comes to
if
the
that's
doctor.
how you want to say it, go ahead. Y'all push this out. So,
When it comes to the doctor, men can't handle it.
but we're getting better because we want to live.
You're just being optimistic.
I didn't even. I should have been hitting stop the fuckery on you every time you were saying that shit. All right. Been a while since you had sex with a condom.
Yeah, actually.
So it's true.
Yeah,
You
true.
still
Oh,
remember
sorry,
how to
true.
put one on?
Yeah, but I never put them on. The men do.
Okay. You participate in penis humiliation on your OnlyFans?
Yes.
And what is your go-to line?
Little clit dick.
Clit dick? Have you ever dealt with a micro penis?
Oh my God, there's
Like literally micro. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about small, I'm talking about micro.
I've seen a micro on my OnlyFans, but I've also dealt with somebody who was very small.
They didn't, you weren't informed, right? Is it possible to have sex? Because I was talking with a performer, I don't remember who it was.
Not with the one who
With the
sent me a
micro.
picture.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
Even the guy that he was probably like,
So below average then?
yeah, he was probably like 2 or 3, and it was
No,
like,
there's no way.
and we like would have had a scissor for that shit to go
Okay,
in me.
all right. So then it's justified to get the surgery. I think it was, I forgot who it was. I think it was Anna. She said that when you get the surgery, you still have to warm your penis up after you can only go like 2 inches more. And then you have to like
What,
do things
a
to get
dick
your erection.
extendings?
Yeah, to get a surgery.
I'm gonna have to Google this. I've
Yeah.
never heard of
But
that.
I think I think a man should be able to get surgery, especially if you're not able to.
Yeah, it's
have
like a boob
sex.
job.
Yeah. Okay. Little clit, and they love it when you humiliate them, don't they?
Oh,
It's
only
fact that
the
they pay
ones
you
who
for that.
want that. Yeah.
But I've heard even performers say that when guys will know they don't necessarily have a small penis, but still want to be humiliated. You get that also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much you charging for that?
It depends on what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. 18 is too young to become an adult performer.
Yeah. True.
Okay, I agree. I wanted to go up to 21, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most men can't handle dating a female that participates in adult films.
True. Most.
You've had insecurities about your sexual performances before.
No.
Do you go back
False.
and watch your scenes?
No.
No. Okay. Who does your editing?
I have my team
Okay.
who edits, or if it's a pro scene, they edit.
You've ran from penis.
Yeah. Yes. True.
Was it prior to adult films or after adult films?
After adult
Okay.
films.
Who was that performer?
Well, it's so running from the dick, like it means like you take your butt away from them, kind of like that one. Okay. I think Jay Hefner
Jay Hefner.
is a
Okay.
little hard to have
Okay.
sex with because he's one of those guys who gets really hard. Like,
Okay.
So
Okay.
I sometimes catch myself running away from him, but it's nothing to do with him as a
Right.
person.
I get it. So that's it. So it's only one time then.
Yeah, well, I've had sex with. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You couldn't walk the next day after getting pounded out on set.
true.
Who did the pounding?
It wasn't on set though. It was OnlyFans.
Okay.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Okay. So Alex Jones and Dredd, that's the same ballpark, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been with people who have said like that it's similar.
Actually, and I'm not talking about the penis, y'all, but I'm just saying there was a performer. She said no, Dredd's still slightly.
Yeah.
Now that you brought that up in my head. Okay. All right. You've gotten burned as a performer. Chlamydia, gonorrhea.
Oh no. I thought you meant like somebody was a dick or something.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, yeah. Sure that happened.
yeah.
If you had a son, you would prefer him not to become an adult performer. Did I actually? No, I didn't mention that. That's what is that? True? False?
False.
Okay.
I don't.
Daughter?
False.
Okay.
Whatever makes them happy.
You've had a rapper hop in your DM.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
You don't respond?
Nobody crazy though.
Okay.
No, I don't really respond, or I'll respond and then see what they kind of want, and then once I know that they just want to fuck me, I'm like, all right, bye.
I had a girl that said she was. I mean, I could say it. She said it on camera, but I wouldn't say who the person was. She told me off camera, but she got paid $5,000 for a BJ
Really?
from
Yeah.
a huge performer.
Oh wow. I mean, yeah, like if a huge performer offered something like that, I'd be like, shit, get paid for it too. Okay.
She said for 45 minutes. It's like okay.
Oh,
Hell
that's
of a BJ
it's a long one, but I mean,
for
that's,
for 45 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah. For 5,000, would you do it?
Lockjaw. Yeah,
do
yeah.
Okay. That's 100. We'll applaud that. Let's keep it real.
I mean, for pay and it being like a famous person, yeah, probably.
He didn't want to hit. He just wanted the BJ though.
Probably because he didn't want to catch anything.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, so I.
Okay.
But if they're probably fucking so many girls
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't want to catch anything.
You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how all this is going to play out.
Sometimes, yeah, true.
The Dangler joining us on the Bougie Show. The floor is yours. Could you please let that camera know something rare about yourself?
Rare.
Yeah.
I can pull my belly button inside out.
Pull your belly button in.
Do you want to see it?
Well, you can't show me. You probably can show me when we take pictures in the bed. I don't know. I'm gonna just say no.
I can blow bubbles off my tongue and they float away. I can do that.
Is that rare?
Fuck yeah, that's rare. Can you do that?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Just like I can't bend over and see my butthole.
Yes, you can. You're lying.
We just go to the grave with it.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's not happening. All right, the Dan Dangler is joining us on the Bougie Show. We appreciate you joining us. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. And you want to let them know anything you got coming in the future that they should be on the lookout for?
I always have stuff coming up. The best place to look is dandangler.com. But I always have fun stuff going out everywhere. Instagram, OnlyFans, everywhere.
You're very spunky.
Yeah. Huh?
You're spunky.
Thanks.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
I'm usually more energetic. Like I said, I'm a little tired.
Well, at least you
today.
got that power nap.
Yeah, a little power nap in.
Dang Dangler joining us on the Bougie Show. Thank you so much. Great interview.
Thanks.
I think they will enjoy. We are checking out, y'all. Yay.
It's the Bougie Show with Zeta DJ. Zeta DJ.
What up, world? I am Zeta DJ, the host of the Bougie Show, and I'm here to let the world know that I'm co-signing Bathmate for having the world's best-selling penis pump for a reason, with over 1 million satisfied men and even more partners. I mean, you hear the words coming out of these performers' mouth. They want to be satisfied in the bedroom. No man should suffer from feeling inadequate due to not being able to rock out with their jock out. Bathmate is the only way to play, and all I gotta say is just add water, baby. You know what time it is. Pump it up.